All right. Yes, I got it. YouTube, thank you. Greetings. It's Sunday. I don't know what the date is. I don't care what the date is, but it is Sunday, and we're coming to you for a rare Epic Cash Live to you. Want to thank you for tuning in. Let me make sure it's not going to blow us out. Nope, it's not. Okay, why are we here today? You know what? Epic Cash, as the show is titled, to achieve mass adoption, you need ... the masses. Guess what? I just learned this past year. Yes. I didn't realize the rest of the world spoke different languages. I thought everyone spoke English. I mean, come on. I mean, I'm in the United States. Doesn't the world revolve around the United States? Shouldn't everyone on the planet speak English? Well, guess what? They don't. I'm being facetious, everyone. We are a minority over here. And there's lots of languages. As a matter of fact, let me share with you how many. There are 58 languages. Now, some of the languages, like in Chinese, they have multiples. So, but I'm talking about the major languages. And we had a gentleman who cannot be on the call with us today, but this really is dedicated to him. He goes by, what is it? Venterus. Venterus, I think I have it right. But his name is, I would say, Ivan, I-V-A-N, but it is pronounced, as I understand it, Ivan. So we will call him Ivan. And Max, where is he? Max Freeman, founder of Epic Cash, is with us. Max, where does he live?
Normally in France, but I believe he's in Algeria now.
Okay, and we also have with us Mother Trucker. Mother Trucker, how are you? Are you driving safely today?
Hello. Yes, I'm parked right now.
Okay,
I'm near Knoxville, Tennessee. And
Knoxville, Tennessee. I didn't know there was. They still wear masks there? Oh, Knoxville. I'm sorry. I thought we were in Canada.
How's my sound right now? Do you hear any truck running?
You're okay. I mean, you're on the road. You get the get out of not a great microphone discount. So, which, by the way, I am giving feedback to everybody on Twitter Spaces. If you're going to be a regular and you are going to be calling in from home, these things are not that much money. Please invest in a good microphone, because it just makes all the difference in the world. Because yesterday at the beginning, I couldn't hear a couple of people, and it was just because of not having a good microphone. So that's public service announcement for today. Okay. I'm excited to share that, Max, you reached out. I don't know. I think Yvonne Yvonne has been a community member for a long time, and he actually raised his hand, and he said that he would translate the Epic Cash white paper to the 58 different languages, just as someone leaning in, putting a row in the water and getting it really wet 58 times. Is that correct, Max?
Yeah. So Venterus, his real name is Ivan. We would say Ivan in English. Has been around since 2019. He and I worked together to get the first version of the Epic white paper translated into 22 languages at the time. And he's been involved on an ongoing basis since then. A lot of the great content that's on Epicentral can be traced to his input. And he doesn't do it himself. He actually runs a network of a few hundred people around the world, where he has locals in all these different languages, and they know the technical lingo. And he does translations for many crypto projects. So he is creating a DAO under our umbrella called Epiclotus, and he'll be building that out as a business to not only us, but other projects as well.
Okay. So he doesn't just plug it into Google Translate either, right?
No, so everything is human translated. And when you see things that look wonky. A lot of times there are multiple different ways to say something, and people disagree. Also, regional variations. Like, I had no idea there were so many different flavors of Arabic, as an example, and it's very nuanced. So if you speak any of these languages and something seems off to you, don't be shy to suggest an alternate improvement. But no, the basis is, or I should say, yes, the basis is human translation, and our hive mind can ensure the highest quality.
Excellent, excellent. So a couple of things. Mother Trucker and I believe we were the first ones to use this document. This may look familiar to you, Donna. Epic Cash, Financial Freedom for the Masses. We actually use this. Both there's a front page and a back page. The second page presents all of the key positive attributes of Epic Cash: decentralized, immutable, fungible, scalable, compensation resistant, regulatory compatible, multi-algo mining, privacy protection, permissionless and trustless, and gives a little bit of context to each. And on the front is basically an umbrella overview of Epic Cash and our wonderful Mimblewimble technology, and the noteworthy tie-in to the fact that Epic Cash is going to be very, very present within the upcoming made-for-TV television series called Trillions that Max Freeman is co-writing with Mars Callahan. So we presented this we put them in 8.5 by 11 clear acrylic, basically tabletops. You just set them on the table, the front, the back. Then we had big posters of each one made, so each one on each side, both front and back, so people could see it. We also made handouts for people. Well, guess what? There's a lot of people out there who are doing yeoman's work. I think I can think of Batuhan in Turkey and others who wanted to have this translated into their language. And so, again, there are 58 languages. And let me stop right there. I'm just going to say, I just want you to know that that's something that needs to be done. Okay. Now let me stop sharing the screen, look you in the eye, and say, also a big, force multiplier is this new Pool Boy GUI wallet 4.0, which I've been actively working on as I committed to you on Friday. This morning, I had to interrupt my progress for this emergency live stream because you're more important than that computer. So I have printed out the directions for the 4.0 GUI wallet, and I'm following along. I speak English. It's written in English. But what if somebody from Italy needs a GUI wallet? Do they have to be able to read English? So the purpose of this show is this. Max went, and Mother Trucker, they went to Yvonne and basically said, hey, look, we have two projects that we want to umbrella into one project. We would like to be able to take our Financial Freedom for the Masses 2-pager and get that translated into all 58 languages. Then we would also like to get the GUI 4.0 wallet to get it translated into all 58 languages. So that number came in. It was basically to the penny, 5,394 Epic was the price that was quoted at the time. And so here we are. We are a fair launch project, aren't we? The reason why the SEC isn't going to one day tap us on the shoulder and say you're a security is because of the several things that we have done to make that possible. But one of the things that we don't have is we didn't print money for ourselves to be able to do marketing and stuff. So to come up with that 5,394 Epic, we need to go to the community, right? So this is where it gets good. And I am so proud of Mother Trucker. I can't even tell you. It's like, instead of going out there and saying, hey, community, we need you to go deep into your pockets again. Can somebody please, we need to do this. It's not going to happen until it's done. We have to raise this. Remember Bitmart, everyone? Oh, me, I do. And so what did she do? Mother Trucker created a really fun way to be able to raise the Epic. And she created a visual of all 58 countries. And then she basically put out into the wild, if you would like to sponsor one of the 58 countries, 5,394 divided by 58 is 93. It will be 93 Epic. Anybody want to sponsor? If there's a language out there that is meaningful to you, or if there's a country out there that's meaningful to you, it's under 100 Epic. How about sponsoring that language? So I thought that was so darn cool. And then once somebody sponsors it, like Izzy sponsored one, I sponsored Russia. Oh, let me tell you why. I sponsored Russia because I have a hot wife and she's from Russia. This is from the day we got married. Anybody, Mother Trucker, Max, have you guys ever watched Dirty Dancing?
Oh, yeah.
Well, this is the property. We are the only ones who ever were allowed to get married on this property. It's on Lake Lure. So that's kind of cool. But anyway, Yana, my best half, she is Russian and her mom is obviously Russian. She's the most famous archaeologist in Russia. And she's in her 80s. And this last year, we have had a very difficult time because of how the U.S. is treating Russia. We've had almost an impossible time getting money back to her for her living expenses because everything has been shut down. All kinds of means of exchange has been literally just cut off. No visa. She can't go to her ATM. It's been horrible. It's been horrible. So there has been ways, though, thanks to the Epic community, because there are some Russians who have stepped up and was able to get them some money, and they're able to exchange them to rubles and get them to her. So yeah, go Epic. But anyway, that's why I sponsored the Russian language. It's and I feel so damn good about it. I feel really good about sponsoring that language. Max, have you sponsored a language?
I did Romanian.
Why Romanian? Do you have a why?
Yeah, so I've had an office in Moldova where about half the people speak Romanian for over 10 years now. And I would like them to be able to use this wallet.
Excellent, excellent. I understand there's one other reason why you
yeah, that's just for us.
Oh, okay. That's just for us. All right. Okay. Well, there's another
that time in band camp.
One day at band camp. Mother Trucker, have you sponsored a country?
Yes, I'm gonna sponsor Italy.
Oh,
Italian.
this is fun. So can we have three guesses why? I want to guess.
Yeah, guess.
Okay. I know you have like 15,000 kids and 144,000 grandkids. Let me guess. You and your husband honeymooned in Italy.
Not yet. After 25
years. Not yet. Okay, we get two more guesses. Max, you have a guess?
Because
Ooh, I have another one.
Because you always wanted a Fiat car.
Little cars don't appeal to me. I like big trucks.
I like big trucks. That I can't deny. There needs to be a Mother Trucker song out there. Somebody more creative.
You should do Swedish because of Scania. I don't know if they have Scania here. I think MAN and Scania are Swedish truck makers, something like that.
All right.
I don't know
All
about
right.
Detroit.
So here's the obvious one. Are you Italian?
No.
Okay.
Some people say I looked like it when I was younger, but no.
All right, Mother Trucker, what is your why for sponsoring the Italian language?
Because I like pizza.
Yes, best answer ever. Best answer ever. And I'm sure you are going to break a lot of hearts out there, a lot of Epic community members' hearts out there who also like pizza, and you beat them to it. So look, this is really cool. Right now, Mother Trucker, how many languages of the 58 have been sponsored?
As of now, 13 or 14.
13 or 14.
Yeah, I have to get the chart. Do you have that chart to show? It's in the group. It's in the group.
It's in the group. Bear with me. It's not in the group that I'm in. Sponsors
GUI
HQ.
wallet. If you scroll up a little bit, I've had a lot of help too from Levy.
It's in which group?
The GUI wallet group.
Translations. Okay. All right. Let me scroll up, and we're looking for the map.
It's a chart. I took.
There it is. There it is.
That's one has made his chart and had little squares where he was asking people to fill in their names for an amount. And I thought that's a great idea, Batuan. So I'm going to follow along.
Okay, let me do a share screen because I finally found it. Thank you everyone for your patience. Here we go. So, all right. So Levi is Chinese, Islo Japanese, Uncle V Russian, and Batuan Turkey.
And we have to get caught up this morning because
okay, so we have to get
yeah.
all right. So Mother Trucker, what is the easiest way for people to not have to go searching through all of these groups? Can someone just go to t.me/epic cash? And would you be kind enough to, like, daily maybe provide an updated and we're going to change the name from Epic Adoption, for the masses, to Epic Sponsorship for the masses. And so for actually, we don't have to do that, do we? Because we have to achieve mass adoption, you need the masses. So scratch that suggestion. We have sponsors here. I just thought that sponsoring a country just sounded better than adopting one. Because
adopting for the masses, and they're sponsoring a country's language.
Right. So we're sponsoring a language. That's right. And this is all about mass adoption. Got it. I'm a little slow on the on-ramp this weekend, but that's okay. So
Levi and Ryan Krumsky are my assistant. I'm gonna say they're assisting me.
Okay.
And, because I'll come up with an idea and not be able to stop and do it, so I started and they're helping me get caught up.
Okay, so can we agree that you will, to make it really easy for people, that you will post this on a daily basis in our Epic Cash community channel, which is t.me /Epic Cash. And then as people see this, those who in this community want to step up and participate in sponsoring these languages, let's get all 58 sponsored by next Friday. Can we try that, community, to do that so that we can get going? Because I don't know about you, but I want to be that community that tells the story on how we do things and how we come together and how we rally and how we take mass adoption seriously, and how we don't just, believe that, the only people who are deserving to be knee deep in crypto are those people who are really, really either tech heads or in just a few select languages. No, we want them all. We want them all because we want them to ultimately be able to have access to truly the hardest money that nobody can screw with. I need to write a book, Max. There was a book written, The Hardest Money You Can't F With. and I know you've edited it.
Those who can't do teach, and in this case, they write books and spew diarrhea on Twitter. Yeah, so that's a very amusing book.
All right, so Epic 300. Yeah, Uncle V, I added in sponsor from your suggestion. Oh, okay, cool. Thank you. So, but I just think this is really, really cool. And I'm proud of you, Mother Trucker, and your team. It's just neat seeing this community explode in such a positive way. Remember back when, Max, when it seemed like every other 15-minute segment, we were somehow dealing with ankle biters about the project instead of things that are productive. Now we have so many productive things to talk about. It's hard to keep up.
Right.
Yeah, it's like barnacles on the hull of the boat causing drag.
Right, one by one, somebody's chipping them off. We have a master chipper underneath. I don't know who it is, but I have my ideas. But no, this is just really, really cool. And by the way, again, speaking of just the hive mind and the community coming together, you guys know that, well, let me get it up here. Let me pull it up and show you. You all know that between myself, Todd Lewis, and Max, that we put an incredible amount of time and energy into the quest for superior money. And I will tell you that this page is completely done, and it's going to be really cool. So basically, this page is going to be interactive. All right, you can see that. It is going to include one column that is non-interactive, and that's just if you have a friend that has like maybe they're big Monero fans. So you could just write XMR up there and then go through the same, is it peer-to-peer? Yeah, it's peer-to-peer. But there are certain areas where XMR wouldn't get a check mark. They would get an X, I'm sure. Probably scalable and fast would probably be it as they grow. Anyway, it doesn't matter about them. But accompanying this are definitions. Okay. Goodness, my computer. Are definitions. So as we went through this process, we realized that a lot of the definitions in here had Epic included, and Tillman had a great idea thinking that I don't think that we should have, Epic as part of these definitions. That's leading the witness, and we don't want to do this. We want to be as fair can be. So we have a group of people who are working together, going through all of these definitions. And so they'll get all of these definitions that are represented on this first page done. But then we're going to have a fourth page that's going to be Epic related. Max, do you want to talk about the reason why we want that fourth page?
Yeah, Tillman had some great input. He noted that when we talk about Epic in the descriptions, that makes us seem biased, and in certain people's eyes, they would discount us or view us as less than in that case. So by moving it to a separate page, we don't alienate those people, and those who are interested can read about it. And even this way, they actually get more insight, because instead of giving it short shrift on the first page, we handle it separately in a full page. So that's a great example of the exegetes and hierophants group applying the hive mind.
And I need you guys right now, Max, because I'm drawing a blank. What is it called when a teacher, you basically have the blank test, right? But then you have another version that has all of the answers. There's a specific, it's not like the key or, and the reason why I ask is I want to let everyone know the last thing I'm going to have Spencer's awesome team, Connie over there, is I'm going to fill in all of these. So this is going to be an interactive page, but I thought it'd be cool to have one that is all completely filled in as the final page of the PDF. So if people didn't want to, if they just kind of wanted the cheat sheet, you know what I mean? They could just look at that, because now you're printing out, it'll end up being a 5-page document. But I couldn't, there's a word out there that I'm missing, that it is like, I don't know. Do either of you guys smarter than me this morning?
Cheat sheet sounds good to me.
Yeah, it's the cheat sheet but so yeah, that is going to be done. Spencer's resource willing by Friday. And I'm gonna feel kind of like a proud papa on that one, because I think it's going to be such a wonderful, you know what, Max, actually, let's do this. Let's use that as an opportunity to find someone out there who is a friendly, and I mean a friendly meaning not a douche. Like the first person you interviewed for the DNA of Bitcoin. I really liked him. What was his name again?
Kurt Wilkert Jr.
Yeah, Kurt. You think he'd consider coming on and talking about, he likes BNB, right?
No, BSV, but
BSV.
yeah, sure. Yeah, he'd come on, especially if we could show him a little love. He is an ideologically motivated guy rather than commercially. So he's not, independently wealthy. It would be great if we could show him a little love for his time, because unlike these other guys, Mark Cuban didn't ask, of course, but the other guys asked for $1,000 in the case of Breedlove and $3,000 in the case of Saifedean Ammous. Which I covered, but going forward, it gets expensive. So yeah. If we could throw him 100 Epic coins, or ideally even more, he could be a very powerful advocate, especially if he had an Epic position that was worth more to him and had more growth potential than his BSV stack.
Well, maybe you spin up a group, Max, DNA of Bitcoin fundraise. I don't know, just see what
how about that? What I have up on my screen right now is the EEA use of proceeds with all the different buckets: infrastructure, financial, technology, marketing. No, I'm just telling you, it's not done yet. So okay, instead of like drilling down into that one small one, I've got like 24 tracks. Okay. Yeah. Don't have the bandwidth for that one right now.
Okay, I understand. This is going to be a question you're probably going to say, Uncle V, don't ask me those questions, but I'm just curious. I know you had a conversation with Mars Callahan yesterday. How did that go?
Oh yeah, it was wonderful. So another thing Spencer's working on is the marketing collateral for the network of future trillionaires, the Trillionaire DAO. Getting pretty close to some money flowing on the investor side. Can't speak to that, but as I'm thinking about where that goes, we're going to be able to put a lot of shovel-ready things into gear and get them going. And so one of the tracks for fundraising the production of the show is through crowdfunding through the network of future trillionaires. So lots of great momentum on that.
That's great. And just big shout out to Jam, who had another, I think it was 7th episode of Twitter Spaces yesterday. I listened to that. It was really, really good. And they talked a lot about Freeman Express. Max, I don't know if you were able to listen in at all, but Jam is going to be on my show tomorrow night, 7 o'clock. Max, you're welcome to come on if you have the time. But I told him I'd really like to have a jam session every month, the beginning of the month at some point, that's convenient for both of us. It happens to be tomorrow night, starting at 7 p.m. To where he just goes back and he reviews the Twitter Spaces and the topics that were discussed, and we'll just talk. It'll be another opportunity to just be able to unpack those and talk about the great work and the great answers and the great participation. And I just really, really encourage all of you, please go over to it's what is it? HODL_epic. HODL_epic, and that's Jam. And if you subscribe there, then every Saturday at 2:00, you can go in there and you can listen live to the Twitter Spaces. Or if you'd like to speak, you can speak. If you'd like to ask questions, you can ask questions. It's just really, really cool, and he does an amazing job. And I'm just, I'm grateful. Go ahead, next.
Yeah, no, I said he does. He's a very good interviewer.
Oh, wonderful interviewer. So that's tomorrow night. And then Tuesday, I have my, and this may need a little explanation, but I've been invited on Ab the Fakeologist. He's if you go to fakotube.com, he presents to the world information, news that you're never going to see through your own cable TV. You can call it alternative television, but he really just goes through so much content on a daily basis, and he curates, if you will, just the gems, and he puts it on fakotube.com, and Epic Cash sponsors Fakotube. And so he invited me to come on his show every Tuesday at 8:00 p.m. And we figured out that when he launches his, I can also launch mine, so it'll live stream to my channel as well. So you just have to know it's really his show. You don't see me, but it's entertaining. I've gotten a lot of a good feedback, and especially if you're a little bit more conspiratorial minded, or just like, looking at the world through a different lens. We talk a lot about crypto, but we talk about a lot of other stuff too. So that's Tuesday night. Wednesday at noon to 1. Max, are you going to be able to be on this next one with Todd Lewis? Because I saw that you.
Sure.
Oh, good. I saw you declined a calendar invite, but I think that's because I had one standing in there that should be declined.
Maybe, yeah. Jessica, just anything calendar related, Jessica can add it on there. But yes, I can definitely make it.
Okay, perfect. Because, we did the tee up this last Wednesday, but the real one's going to start this Wednesday, and I couldn't be more excited. And then on Thursday, I don't know what is happening. I reserve it for either taking my wife out to dinner, or if something else pops up, I may have another guest. And then Friday, Epic Cash Live, and then Saturday, Twitter Spaces. So we're trying to fill you up with lots of content to be able to give you as a tool to link to others. You don't have to do all of the evangelism, if you will, or educating. Let us do that. Your job really is to just create awareness and let people know that we exist. And I think you're doing that, but of course, anytime I get up to 2,910 or 20 subscribers, it takes me down to 2,900. I'm serious, Max. I have no idea how many subscribers I have, but it's literally been that for over 18 months. It just boggles my mind. It kind of pisses me off to spirit of full disclosure, because I have had a few people turn down an interview just because they're like, you don't have enough subscribers. And I'm like, I think I do, but they shadow ban me. So, okay, guys, that's really all I had. I wanted to just open this up and encourage everyone to please sponsor a country. Be one of the 58 people in our community that makes that happen, please. We can all come up with 93 Epic. And if you can't, no problem. But I'm thinking there's many of us who can. And as I have said before, I look at my bag of Epic as my business. And with any business, I need to invest in marketing. So this is one of the easiest ways I know how to do it, because to achieve mass adoption, you need the masses. And we need those documents translated into these languages. And so the more people who can access our information worldwide, the more my bag and your bag is going to grow. So that 93 epic that you may be holding on like this because you don't want to let it go, the remaining amount of epic you have in your bag may stay small. It may not ever get, larger in as far as purchasing power than it is today, unless we do what? Unless we put in ore in the water and we row. So invest that $93, help us get the word out about Epic worldwide, and then the financial firepower of what you have in your remaining bag, I think, is going to explode. And that's how you have to look at this. Would you agree, Max, Mother Trucker?
Yeah.
Yep, absolutely. We all won't notice, say 1% of our holdings, like in whiskey distilling, they call it the angel share, or paying it forward. It is in our enlightened self-interest to take the long view on these things.
It is absolutely paying it forward. And I remember that you had mentioned that one time. So I literally went in and I created a separate wallet. And at that point in time, I placed 1% of my holdings in there and sent a chunk over to TipBot. Shout out Black Tiger for creating that software, and amazing. And so you're seeing a lot of people within the Epic Cash community groups tipping each other. And that's very cool to see as well. It's like just allows us to be able to acknowledge the good work of others. And it makes you feel good too. I don't know about you guys, but I feel good when I tip somebody some Epic, because it's just not an acknowledgement, of, oh, hey, great job, pat on the back. It's nice, if they get 1 Epic, 5 Epic, 10 Epic, it's just public acknowledgement that they're doing good work and it's being recognized. So if you aren't set up now with a tip wallet, go into Epic Cash community and just ask the question. And there's a bot in there actually that'll just pop up and tell you how.
Can I say something on that?
Yeah, please.
Ventura says, I'm saying Venturis, but it's probably pronounced differently. But he would like to be the 93 Epic for the Epic language. He would like to be paid that way. And just everyone, I don't know if you've noticed or not, but I keep my phone on Telegram and all the groups every day, all day, right before my. And I pretty much am available anywhere. If you want to let me know, I can help you get connected with Ventriphus and get your language sponsored. And also, can I throw a plug in for Ryan Krumsky? He is, if you sponsor a language and you would like a stack of stickers, he has created the artwork to each flag of each country. And
oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, and it has Epic and the country's flag, and I think
there's even more. So we're doing an Epic Everywhere campaign. So like here in Vegas, it's Epic 702. Thailand is Epic 66. That's the dialing code to call them. Epic 63 is Philippines. So he is linking epicentral.io/th with a QR code so that somebody who scans that goes straight to the Thai section, which Diego and team, Dan Miller is another guy, shout out to him, who is updating the social links at the bottom of epicentral.io so that new people as they come in can find not just our main groups, but the specific ones for their language as well.
Great. David Plain just asked, where can I find out more about sponsoring a country? Just go to t.me/Epic Cash. and maybe just put a little hand wave sign saying, I'd like to sponsor a country. And Mother Trucker, I'm sure you'll be all over that. You can help.
I'll do that. Yeah, at the Mother Trucker. I am, if you want to tag me anything.
There
But
you go.
I'll see it.
So Edmund is saying something's wrong with your channel. Why is YouTube removing subscribers from your channel? It's because I've been shadow banned before. I used to have a channel where I covered everything that was going on in this world that is upside down, and YouTube censors didn't like me covering those type topics, so they kept ixnaying, canceling all of my channels. I had 7. And then when I went into 2021 and I'm like, well, maybe they'll let me talk about cryptocurrency. And I think I had like 2,800 subscribers at that time. And so for 2 years, I've gained 120 subscribers. It's silly. Every time I get past 2,900, it'll go up 10 or 20. They bring it back down to 2,900. There's no one to appeal to. I'm not going to start a new channel. I'm not going to rebrand. It just is what it is. I just intrinsically know I have a lot more subscribers than 2,900. To me, it just feels a little bit like a joke at this point in time. But what do you do, man? It's their movie, and they allow me to talk on it. And I know there are other alternatives, BitChute and everything, but with crypto, and you fish where the fish are, frankly. And I just think those other channels are great for alternative media type discussions. They're perfect for it. I'm a big fan of those, and a consumer of that kind of content, but I don't feel the need that I need to get off this platform, because I'm not in fear of being canceled in this beautiful cancel culture we live in anymore. But that's the reason why. But yeah, it kind of sucks. I wish my numbers were real, but it doesn't matter, man. We got you. We got you and you listening. So, okay, everyone. Well, listen, I hope everybody has a great rest of the weekend. I'm sure going to try. And wherever you are, be safe. Mother Trucker, drive safely. Max, Uber safely. And we'll talk to you guys. I hope you guys show up tomorrow, 7 p.m., where we have our first jam session. All right, everyone. Cheers.